friend, I am so glad you asked this question. So, I know that your discard is 10 days old. It's floating on water. It looks active, but isn't doubling reliably. It's only doubled once, you said. So, the float test is a really good indication that your starter has enough air in it, that it's like active and bubbly, but it doesn't actually tell us anything about whether it's going to make the bread rise. I know that everyone on TikTok is going to tout it. I'm going to tell you, I have used active starter that does not float and gotten beautiful bread loaves. It is not a good indicator of whether or not it's actually going to lift your dough or not. So at 10 days old, you're kind of on the iffy side. So what I'm going to say is, if you are the type of person that can handle a failure, go ahead and bake. I do think that it is unlikely that your starter is strong enough to lift a loaf yet. However, I have been wrong before, and I will be wrong again. What I would advise is that you allow a longer bulk ferment time. So it's going to be on the weaker side, so it's going to take a little bit longer to ferment. I still think that you can get a really good loaf of bread out of it. It's just going to require some tweaking. That being said, if you are the type of person who, like myself, tries something one time and gets really upset if you don't nail it out of the park perfectly, the very first time you try it, I would wait 3 days, just to preserve your sanity. And that's mostly, I know me, and I know that if I got a failure my first time, I would probably just throw everything away. I've had loaves that fail, but I've been baking sourdough for several years now, so I have a little bit more resilience in myself. So if you are the type that can handle a failure, go ahead and bake with it, but allow a longer bulk ferment time. This is going to help you learn how to read your dough. If you are the type that is just going to be absolutely devastated if it doesn't work, or if finances are tight and you can't afford to waste that flour, wait 3 days. Hope that helps.